The former Van Halen vocalist Sammy Hagar recently released Encore Thank You Goodnight, which, according to him, was written with the help of Eddie Van Halen during a dream. He said that in the dream, the late guitarist showed him a guitar lick that was eventually used in the track. Now, during one of his live shows this week at Hampton Beach, the band's original frontman, David Lee Roth, mocked that story, showing that Eddie's ghost also visited him. In the middle of the performance of Van Halen's Dance the Night Away, he said, "One of my esteemed colleagues. He's a contemporary. He's got a great voice. He's got a great catalog. You all know Sammy Hagar, right? He's got a great voice." Sammy, aloud, he described to the media about 6 weeks ago that the ghost of Eddie Van Halen visited him and graced him with a song that he memorized and then went home and recorded. It's on the internet. I don't know what the odds are, but last night the ghost of Eddie Van Halen visited me at the fucking hotel room. I was watching the weather report, and he came in and he was laughing. His fucking ghost was laughing. I said, "What did you do now?" He said, Dave, you know that song I gave Hagar?" I said, "What now?" He said, "It's actually Iron Butterflies, Inagata da Vida backwards. Don't fucking tell him." Roth finished the story saying they shared a ghost cigarette, and I hugged my brother Ed and I said, "Man, do I fucking miss you." And he said, "I miss you too, Dave." He said, "But you know what? You should still go to hell." And I said, "Save me a seat," David Lee Roth said. Back in 2002, when Sammy Hagar and David Lee Roth were out of Van Halen, they got together to do a co-headlining tour across North America. Even though the tour was a financial success, the things didn't end so well between the two rock stars. Hagar accused Roth of canceling a scheduled show in Long Island because he insisted that he would only play in Madison Square Garden and only if he could be the headliner there, even knowing that it wasn't his turn. In an interview with Eddie Trunk back in 2020, Hagar recalled the tour saying, "You know, I've been an advocate of doing the Sammy and Dave tour." The musician continued saying that the idea of that tour he did with Lee Roth in 2002 was to get the brothers, Eddie and Alex Van Halen, attention to do the reunion way back then and do it again and again. I mean, give the fans what they want, and the cool thing about it would be if I came out and did 2 songs, I leave the stage, Dave come out and do 2 songs. Not like one guy has to open the show for the first hour and then the other guy comes for the second hour.